Hi, I'm talking to you today on my morning run. So it's very informal. And yeah, I'm with Hazel, my dog. We're on a run. And I just thought I'd get a stop here. I'm going to talk to you about the idea of when we're looking for a connection and we feel like that's being threatened, we might move into either avoidant, controlling, or withdraw or people pleasing behaviors. And often, I work with clients who have been under emotional duress, okay? So they've been coerced, feeling like they've been coerced, manipulated, gaslighted, controlled by someone emotionally. And it's a game played often by narcissists, all right? So they have some kind of control over you, whether it's through threats, or because they look so good and so positive to everybody on the outside, you don't feel empowered to move forward, to get out of that spell. And it's like a disempowerment, but it starts with a lot of love bombing. And they are bending over backwards to gain your trust and to get information from you on what are your trigger points, what are your weaknesses. And after a period of time, when they feel like they've collected enough, they might start to the coercion and the control begin. And us people pleasers, we want to fix it. We want to make them happy, so they treat us how they did before. We take a look at strategies on how to bring smiles to their faces. And they see us, they feel it, they feel that need coming from us, and that's what they're feeding on, right? That need from us, are wanting to make it better. And so they use that. They give in, but then they pull back. I've heard Dr. Ramani explain it like VLTs. So what keeps you coming back to the VLT? That win. So they're kind to you again. They give you what you need, and then they pull back. So it really makes you feel like there's just something I'm not quite doing right to keep this consistent. And they slowly ramp up their control. They ramp up their criticism, their gaslighting, their manipulation in your life, so that it makes it difficult, more and more difficult for you to pull away. You're losing sense of identity and authenticity. You're not speaking up for yourself. You're always looking to what they need. You're starting to lose control of self. And so much time can pass before you realize what's going on. Meanwhile, you're sinking deeper and deeper into this space where you don't feel like you can get out. You feel like nobody will understand you. Nobody will see what you're going through. And the shame grows. Maybe you've tried to tell somebody and they say, "What are you talking about? What? Johnny's amazing. I've never seen him behave that way. Are you sure? Like, what are you doing to bring this on?" Right? So people start to question you. What are you doing in this relationship? Everything's 50-50, right? So that need for connection is in all of us. And our society has become more and more isolated. We've become more and more separate. And there's a loneliness and isolation that is rising. And the connection happens often digitally. So we don't see the full picture of what's happening in people's lives. So how do you get out of that kind of situation? It's very difficult. It takes a lot of mind bending. There's a realization at some point that your life is in danger as you know it. Yourself, your spirit, your heart, your mind, you're going crazy. That self is in danger, imminent danger. And it snaps something in you. There's different strategies for this. And one of them is realizing that this person isn't going to change. There is nothing you can do. You've done it all. You've used all strategies, all ways of communication and servitude and accommodation and giving. And still, they will revert back to this abusive treatment. So a realization, they're not going to change. There is nothing you can do. And that is a huge step, believe it or not. We often say that, in fights with our partners, like, oh, you're still the same. Oh, you do the same thing all the time. Oh, you'll never change. But we don't believe it. We're saying that because we believe they're going to change if we say that. When you actually realize your partner is not going to change, that's when you start to take steps to really, truly help yourself. And clients come to me, sometimes before that step, they realize that change is not possible. They come to me looking for strategies on how to make it better. They want relief. They're so stressed out. They want relief for themselves, but they still believe that change can happen within their relationship. And I'm not there to talk them out of that. I'm right there along with that journey of investigation with them. But talking about it with someone is huge. Somebody who knows what you're going through, not somebody who will enable the action that or the abuse that you're receiving. So reach out to a therapist today if you're in this spot, because they can help. Have a great day.